In this podcast episode, Dr. Layne Norton discusses the reasons why diets fail over the long term and emphasizes the importance of viewing dieting as a lifestyle change rather than a temporary fix. He highlights the need for forming a new identity and adopting new habits and behaviors to sustain weight loss. Norton explains that successful weight loss maintainers often identify the need to become a different person and form a new identity to maintain their weight loss. Norton suggests retro-engineering the person you want to become and identifying the habits and behaviors that person would have. By focusing on the end result and the process that leads to it, individuals can make sustainable changes. He emphasizes the importance of having a strong why behind the desire to lose weight or make lifestyle changes. Norton and the host discuss the concept of reversible decisions when it comes to trying new diets or lifestyle changes. By viewing starting a diet as a reversible decision, individuals can overcome the fear of not being perfect and simply give it a try to see what works for them. This approach allows for experimentation and learning without the pressure of getting it right the first time. Norton encourages individuals to celebrate their successes and give themselves credit for their achievements. He shares personal experiences of setting world records in powerlifting and taking the time to acknowledge his accomplishments. By allowing oneself to feel good about their achievements, individuals can stay motivated and continue working towards their goals. The conversation delves into the balance between striving for world-class success and enjoying life. Norton shares his perspective on finding enjoyment in what you do and avoiding burnout by maintaining a sense of fulfillment and passion for your work. He highlights the importance of longevity in a career and the benefits of finding joy in the process rather than solely focusing on achieving success. Norton discusses the role of psychological factors in pain management and recovery from injuries. He explains that stress management and psychological well-being play a significant role in reducing pain sensitivity and improving recovery outcomes. He emphasizes the connection between stress, autoimmune diseases, and chronic pain, highlighting the importance of addressing psychological factors in pain management. The conversation then shifts to the concept of the best diet for fat loss and overall health. Norton references meta-analyses that have compared different dietary approaches and found that there is no significant difference in long-term weight loss outcomes between various diets. He stresses the importance of adherence to a diet and recommends choosing a dietary strategy that is sustainable for the individual. Norton also discusses the psychological aspects of diet adherence and the tendency for people to become tribal about their chosen diet. He explains how personal biases and insecurities can influence one's perception of diet choices and lead to heated debates and arguments. He emphasizes the need for a balanced and individualized approach to dieting, focusing on what works best for each person. The conversation then delves into the topic of GLP-1 agonists like Ozempic and their role in weight loss. Norton acknowledges the effectiveness of these medications in appetite suppression and weight loss, but also raises concerns about long-term sustainability and the need for lifestyle interventions alongside medication. He addresses criticisms of using medication for weight loss, highlighting the complex nature of obesity and the various factors that contribute to it. Norton also touches upon the societal and psychological aspects of food consumption, noting that food plays a significant role in social interactions and coping mechanisms. He discusses the link between trauma and obesity, highlighting how some individuals may use food as a protection strategy or coping mechanism. He emphasizes the need for empathy and understanding when discussing weight loss and acknowledges the multifaceted nature of obesity. Norton emphasizes the significance of dietary fiber in promoting overall health and reducing the risk of various diseases. He mentions that longitudinal studies have shown a positive correlation between increased fiber intake and a decreased risk of mortality, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. He also highlights the importance of maintaining a balanced approach to diet and considering the long-term effects of dietary choices. The discussion then shifts to the topic of the carnivore diet, with Norton providing a critical analysis of its potential risks and benefits. He acknowledges that while some individuals may experience health improvements on a carnivore diet, there are concerns about the lack of dietary fiber and the high intake of saturated fats. He explains that the reliance on animal protein in the carnivore diet may lead to nutrient deficiencies and other health issues in the long run. He also addresses the argument that reducing saturated fat intake may lower the risk of heart disease, citing research on the impact of LDL cholesterol on cardiovascular health. Norton further discusses the concept of meat and fruit as a dietary approach, noting that incorporating fruits and vegetables into the diet can provide essential nutrients and fiber. He suggests that a balanced diet that includes a variety of plant-based foods, lean proteins, and whole grains is key to promoting overall health. He also recommends making small adjustments when dining out, such as requesting less oil in cooking, choosing lean cuts of meat, and prioritizing vegetables and proteins over starches. Additionally, Norton offers practical tips for making healthier food choices, such as eating a filling meal before grocery shopping to avoid impulse purchases and ordering online to stick to a predetermined shopping list. He emphasizes the importance of being mindful of satiety signals and not overeating simply because food is available. He also suggests strategies for managing portion sizes and balancing macronutrients when dining out, such as opting for smaller portions of high-calorie foods and prioritizing protein and vegetables. Norton addresses the question of whether it is possible to build muscle on a vegan diet, stating that it is indeed possible, but may require more attention to protein intake and quality. He emphasizes the importance of getting enough total protein and potentially using isolated sources of protein for vegan bodybuilders. He also mentions that while vegan diets can be healthy, individuals need to be mindful of their dietary choices to ensure they are meeting their nutritional needs. Norton delves into the concept of bioavailability, explaining that it refers to how much of a nutrient from a food source ends up in circulation after ingestion. He highlights the importance of bioavailability in protein sources, noting that animal proteins are typically more bioavailable than plant-based proteins. He also touches on the gut microbiome, stating that a diverse array of fibers, exercise, and a balanced diet can promote a healthy gut microbiome. He cautions against diet evangelism and emphasizes the need for a balanced approach to nutrition. The discussion shifts to the topic of insulin and its role in health. Norton explains that while short-term responses to insulin may vary, long-term insulin sensitivity is crucial for metabolic health. He mentions the significance of measures like HbA1c in assessing long-term blood glucose regulation and insulin sensitivity. He debunks myths surrounding insulin and fat loss, highlighting the importance of energy balance in determining fat deposition. The conversation also touches on the controversial statements made by Gary Brecka, with Norton expressing disagreement with some of Brecka's claims. He critiques Brecka's assertions about protein metabolism, fat loss, and insulin, highlighting the need for a nuanced understanding of biochemistry and physiology. He emphasizes the importance of evidence-based practices and critical thinking in evaluating health and nutrition claims. Norton addresses the topic of Dana White's weight loss journey, acknowledging White's efforts to improve his health through lifestyle changes. He cautions against attributing miraculous results to unconventional practices like cold plunging and red light therapy, emphasizing the role of diet and exercise in achieving sustainable health outcomes. He stresses the importance of giving credit to individuals for their hard work and dedication to improving their health. Norton stresses the importance of physical activity in sensitizing the body to satiety signals, making one's diet more effective. He recommends incorporating short bursts of physical activity throughout the day, such as walking while listening to podcasts or watching TV. He mentions the significant impact of increasing daily steps, with even small increments leading to a linear reduction in the risk of mortality. Norton advises against excessive snacking, as it has been shown to have less impact on satiety compared to regular meals. He suggests being mindful of portion sizes and using smaller plates to control food intake. He also recommends weighing out food portions for a week to gain a better understanding of true serving sizes and caloric intake. Norton identifies creatine monohydrate and caffeine as essential supplements in a nutrition stack. Creatine is praised for its numerous benefits, including increasing lean mass, improving strength, and enhancing cognitive performance. He recommends a daily dosage of 5 grams of creatine and highlights its safety and effectiveness. He also discusses the benefits of caffeine in boosting cognitive and exercise performance, with dosages ranging from 50 to 600 milligrams depending on the desired effects. Norton includes whey protein in his list of essential supplements, noting its taste, affordability, and high bioavailability. He explains the differences between whey isolate and concentrate, highlighting isolate as a better option for those with lactose sensitivities. He also mentions other supplements like beta-alanine, citrulline malate, rhodiola rosa, ginseng, and ashwagandha, noting their potential benefits for performance and fatigue resistance. Norton briefly discusses melatonin as a supplement and addresses concerns about long-term use and dependency. He suggests being mindful of dependency issues with supplements like caffeine and melatonin, and recommends setting rules to regulate their intake, such as not taking them 2 days in a row. In addition to his work in nutrition and supplements, Norton mentions his involvement in the Physique Coaching Academy, a program designed to mentor coaches in the science of physique transformations. He highlights the Academy's focus on providing a comprehensive education in the biochemical and practical aspects of building muscle and losing fat. As Norton prepares for a powerlifting meet, he expresses excitement and determination to potentially achieve his biggest total of all time. He discusses his approach to meet day, where he transitions from his usual calm demeanor to a focused and intense mindset, allowing him to perform at his best.